What's up, everybody? This is Bijan the Don reporting live. So, yesterday, we were all graced by she who is Beyonce. She put a spell on us, and we was here for it with her Black is King videography. I am like, first of all, let me tell you something. I have been waiting for this. I've been waiting for a reason to actually use Disney Plus. I have been looking for a reason to actually put the app on my Fire Stick. So, baby, when I tell you Beyonce was here, she was here, and I was definitely here for all of it. I was sitting up here working. Yesterday, I had to work 2 to 10:30, so I couldn't see it in the beginning. I actually was up that morning around midnight waiting for it to drop because y'all know Beyonce is really, really good and really clever for dropping shit like at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. So it didn't drop at midnight. I waited till around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It still didn't drop. So I went to sleep. By the time I had woke up, the album or the, what do you call this? The video was already released. So I had to go to work, needless to say, and I didn't get a chance to watch it until about like 10:30. When I turned on the Fire Stick and signed into the Disney Plus, I just clutched my pearls because I knew that Beyonce was going to give us something that was going to be amazing. And needless to say, I was left exactly where I knew I was going to be. Very pleased, very content, and just overwhelmed with feelings and emotions. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely just got into the whole visual of the Black is King movie, I guess you would call it. And actually, let me see. See what you would call that. I know what you would call it, but I can't remember. Let's see. Hold on. Well, I guess you would call it a movie. They're calling it a movie online, so I guess you would call it a movie. But there's a different word for it. I forgot. Oh, visual album. Visual album. So when I first got a chance to see the visual album for Black is King, I just clutched my pearls, back because I knew Beyonce was going to take us on the damn journey. You know what I'm saying? And that she did. You know, and it just it really moved me watching this because it was so many different like African American references or just Black references throughout the whole thing that it was like a journey. It was kind of like, you know, Lion King for in some regard, but it was kind of like Lion King in some regards, but it was more of the journey of, to me, the Black man and how, you know, we as Blacks or African Americans or however you want to classify yourself, we from start were destined from greatness. And we have it in ourselves to actually hone that greatness and do something with it instead of just leaving it to the wayside. I'm sorry, y'all. So with the program, it started with the journey of the baby and just again how when we are born from our mother's wombs, whether you are a man or a woman, you are already righted into being the king and the queen. And it's the decisions that you make and the journeys that you take in life that shapes what type of a king or queen you will become. That will shape what type of king or queen that you become. And I just felt so overwhelmed in emotion just watching everything unfold on the visual album. Um, some of the things that really stood out the most for me was the cinematography and just the footages that they were able to collect, like the desert footage, the waterfall footage, the rainforest footage, different things like that just really stuck out to me. And it was just really special to know that I do come from something greater, you know? And, it goes back to what I was saying as far as like the kings and queens. We all have a responsibility here on earth to do something greater. We all have a responsibility to be more than what our parents and our grandparents and our great grandparents were. And it's up to us as Blacks, African Americans, to really dig deep down inside and to really be able to let that king or that queen shine through. Just looking at the visual album, I started to think about the different things that my great grandmother told me about growing up. Because of her age, she was, unfortunate enough to have to go through Jim Crow and have to go through segregation and have to go through racism and prejudice and, being turned down for a job one minute when you just had it, after you had talked over the phone with the lady and, it was all good. And then when you come down there and she see that you're Black, it's a whole different thing, so it just really, really started me to think about different things like that and just how we have to do better. We have to do better. We want so much and we deserve so much. Don't get me wrong, we definitely deserve so much, but it's just some of the ways that we go about getting the respect and everything that we feel we are entitled to, which we are entitled to, we go about it the wrong way. Black is King just made me look at a lot of different things in my life. Um, Different things as far as like friendships and relationships and, just wanted to be a better person. I know it's Beyonce and Jay-Z and, they do this music thing and, everybody turned up to it, but it really had a greater purpose than that. At least that's what I walked away with. I walked away with a greater purpose and I walked away feeling like it was something bigger there than just, this actual film, you know. I felt like I was connecting back to my history. I felt like I was touching back to my roots. I felt like I was becoming one again with, you know, just me. I felt like I was getting back to me. Because, I mean, as a young man, I can honestly say that there have been times where I may have chosen the wrong path or I may have done things, differently or did things that maybe wouldn't be ideal to some, and I admit that, but, I did it. It is what it is, and here we are. But, everybody is destined to their own story. Everybody is destined to their own adventure. And I just feel like the Black is King thing, it was good. It was really good. I felt like everything that she put into it. It was amazing. It was amazing. I was swept away with just the way things are set up. Um, all right, I'll be back, y'all.